Let's talk about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing decimals. When you are adding or subtracting decimals, you line up the decimal in the problem. If you have a problem like this, you will rewrite it and line up the decimals. So this is 15.31, and then this can get a little tricky. So I put a little 0 here to show me that there's a space so that I don't get confused when I'm adding. And then I do the problem, 2, 8, 9, there's my decimal, 9, 4, and that's my answer. If I have this problem here, I'm gonna rewrite it to 139.65. I'm gonna line up the decimals, 59 and 623. Now I have some blank spaces here. I'm gonna go ahead and put those zeros there so I don't get confused. And then I solve the problem. Make sure you always pay attention to the sign. And there is my answer. And again, the decimals are all lined up. When you're multiplying decimals, it's a little bit different. So you're gonna rewrite the problem. And this time, you're gonna line up the last digit of each number. So my 5 was the last, my 4 is the last, and I'm gonna write it backwards just so I don't get confused. And then there's my decimal there, and there's my 1. We don't line up the decimals, we line up the last digit. Then I solve my problem, 20, 8, 9, 10, 0, 1, and I go ahead and go through with the zeros because that's fun. And then I've got the 0 here that holds the space. And then this is 10, 4, 5, 0, 0. And then I have 2 heroes here. Those zeros, the heroes. And I have 5, 2, 0, 0. Now I add that up. 0, 0, 11, 3, 0, 0. Now to see where my decimal goes, I am counting the number of digits past the decimal in each number. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 digits behind the decimals. So then I start here and I go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I no longer need these zeros. And my answer is 0.031. When I'm dividing decimals, I'll first set up the problem. 3.825, that goes in the den. It's the dividend, it goes in the den. And then I have 0.25. And with division, we start by moving the decimals first. So I'm gonna go over 2 to get rid of that decimal and make this a whole number. And if I went over 2 here, I need to go over 2 here. And there is my decimal place right there. I cannot stress enough the importance of keeping things nice and neat on your paper so you don't lose track of what you're doing with the division problem. So 25 goes into 38 one time. Then I bring down this 2. 25 goes into 132 5 times. 25, 10, 11, 12. Then I do the subtraction. Okay, and then I need to bring down this 5. 25 goes into 75 3 times. And my answer is 15.3.